On a completely different note, let's recognize the super chat coming in from our guy JR's rankings. I'm going to need therapy if Ohio State misses out on David Sanders because of NIL. Really?
Well,
that important?
I mean, they need a blue chip tackle, and certainly the left tackle job is going to be open after this coming season. I don't think that David Sanders necessarily, even as a five-star national top 5 prospect, is going to come in and start day one at offensive tackle at Ohio State. But, by his second year, you'd think, yeah, there's a really good chance he could start years 2 or 3 or whatever. So, it's been a long time since they've had a 5-star offensive lineman at Ohio State, me back to Paris Johnson. So, they need one, and Justin Fry needs one, for his recruiting inventory, certainly to show what he's capable of doing in terms of recruiting. People are saying that maybe Tennessee is, or some other school is making a real inroad for Sanders and, maybe pushing the ante. I don't know, but I think Ohio State's going to do whatever they can to sign him. And, people are going to make of it what they will. It's either, they didn't pay for him, or that the kid didn't want to come and play for Justin Fry, who has no, resume as an offensive line coach. So I think that it would behoove Ohio State, and particularly Justin Day, to have a really good year with the offensive line in 2024, because the vagaries of these kids recruiting and different things like that, up, down, side to side, there's very little you can do about it. If you have the same amount of money that you're offering a kid that Tennessee is, or whatever other school is involved, and he goes elsewhere, I mean, what else can you do? I don't know what else you're supposed to do. So, it's going to be interesting when that one comes down, because people are going to twist that one and turn that one every which direction to make their case, I guess.
I think Justin Fry needs this one more than Ohio State, and Ohio State needs it. So that gives you an idea. It will be interesting. Just say David Sanders commits to Ohio State tomorrow. How confident are Ohio State fans? How confident would they be that they don't have to worry then the rest of the way out until signing day about keeping him? So I would say the same thing. If he commits somewhere else, there is still a very good possibility, or the very real possibility, that this recruitment is not over, and that at that point, once he commits, now you just know kind of where things stand and where you need to raise things to. And not that this is just a straight NIL thing, but when you are the top left tackle in a recruiting class, NIL is going to be a huge part of it, because it should be, because you have that kind of you have that leverage, and Ohio State has not produced offensive linemen in a way to overtake that leverage. It's not like, Larry Johnson has a history. Brian Hartline has a history. Ryan Day in the quarterback situation, they have a history of producing people at this position. Paris Johnson was going to be a first-round pick wherever he went, and so you've got to show something this season from that offensive line. And they should. Again, like we've said, we expect a very good offensive line, but other schools can say the same thing. And so, Tennessee can show their draft picks on the offensive line, Darnell Wright recently. So they've got that as well. So I think regardless of if he commits somewhere here in the very near future, this is still going to be something that people are vying for. Nobody's going to give up just because he commits somewhere, basically.